Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? So, I got a chance to see Upgrade last night, and I've been psyched about seeing this movie for quite a while now. Because the movie looked batshit crazy, and it was, but I have to admit, it is one of the most oddly paced movies I've seen in quite a while, though. Because at the beginning of the movie, it's basically going at the speed of snails fucking, and then by the end of the movie, it's like you're watching a frickin' NASCAR race. Basic premise of the movie, it's about a guy and his wife, and they go out one night, and then they get jumped. The wife gets killed, and then the guy gets paralyzed. However, a rich guy talks to crippled husband and asks him to put an implant in his brain that will cause his nervous system to work and that he'll be able to walk again. However, not only can he walk again, he can fuck people up now. And it's like I said before, the pacing is a little bit goofy, because the synopsis that I just gave you, it takes literally about a half an hour for the movie to kind of get started. However, when it gets started though, it fucking starts. Like, if you were about to fall asleep, you wake the fuck up immediately. And then after that, the pace still gets a little bit slow after that, but that one scene, though, as hard as that first bit of the movie is to get through, like, you get to a whole nother level as soon as that scene happens. But another reason why the pace could have been like that is to kind of show you this kind of futuristic world, which it kind of felt like it was trying a little hard to be, like, kind of Blade Runner-y at that point. Because that's kind of what Blade Runner 2049 did. It was kind of like this slow build to kind of, like, you know, let you get immersed kind of in this big-ass new world. And this movie tries to do that, but it's, like, it's a little bit less enjoyable, I think. And the only other negative I have is that the whole inciting incident to the movie is a little bit generic. Like, how many times have we seen a main character whose wife is, like, dying or sick or something like that, and that kind of motivates them throughout the rest of the movie? However, this movie is presented in a way that's kind of like The Crow mixed with Hardcore Henry, if any of you saw that, and I found it wildly entertaining after a while. There's a couple smidgens of social commentary in the movie, but it's not so blatant and annoying that it takes you out of the movie. It's more so just kind of one of those little added bonus kind of things. And this movie is generally pretty well directed, which is surprising, because the movie is written and directed by Lee Winnell, and if you don't know who he is, he's one of the guys that actually started the Saw franchise, and he's actually the younger guy that's in the room with Carrie Elwes in the original Saw movie. And I've heard some not so great things about other stuff he's directed, but I was totally impressed by this movie. Because not only are the action scenes fucking intense, but I really liked the futuristic world that he kind of created, which again, may be the cause for the pacing in the beginning. And also the camera work is really kind of awesome. Like, I'm really curious as to how they did some of the camera work, whether it was like just visual effects done digitally afterwards, which is probably most of it, but I have to imagine that they did some kind of cool, like, on-set tricks with cameras. And on top of that, the movie's funny. Like, I actually laughed a few times in the movie. And that was more of a credit to the main star, Logan Marshall Green, because it wasn't about what he said, it was just about the way he said it and how, like, distressed he was most of the time. Or how shocked at some of his abilities were. Didn't really remember the music too much, which is usually a good thing. I'm sure some of you have heard me say that before. And I absolutely, unabashedly, fucking loved the ending of this movie. I thought it was inventive, creative, I did not see it coming, and I walked out of the theater with a big-ass smile on my face. But anyway, guys, despite some of the issues that I had with the movie, I think I'm gonna give it overall an 8.4 out of 10. That first half hour is like really kind of annoying to get through, but the rest of the movie is an absolute shit show in the best kind of way. And if you're into like super violent, bloody movies, like this is probably right up your fucking alley. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you even heard of it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, to all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.